This had better fucking work. Ja. Rastafari. Rastafari. Good morning, and I see yes, sire. Good morning. As we also give praises when we do our morning prayer here, and give thanks to Jah for my first breath in the morning, for the talent and courage that He instills in me to seek my opportunities and make success of those, primarily by living by example of saying, show compassion to those who are weaker than you, and to always help those who cannot help themselves, and to show compassion to your enemies, even to the point of annoyance. Get this, people, I don't reward bad behavior. And most importantly, I give blessings and thanks to Jah for me getting up and giving my rest each and every day, so that way I may get up and do a better job the next day. Jesus Christ, we say these things. Jah, Rastafari, and welcome to the Ktng Morning Show! Yeah! That's right. Ktng Morning Show brought to you by your host. That's right, the host from the coast, from every coast, baby. That's right, I've traveled them all. Anyone but the cheated out tonight, stay underneath the 101 freeway all day. If you don't know, I will show you the no, so you can walk on down through the corridor. From Inglewood, Springfield, Baldwin Hills, Limart Park. Whoa, have I got something on you? Watts, downtown LA. Compton. South Pasadena. And East LA. Bringing up the ass. Y'all know how y'all bound. Put your low to the grab. Yep. Now, Ktng Morning Show is brought to you in part in sponsorship by the Latino Chamber of Commerce in Compton, which, needless to say, has less than, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more days before we are put out of our office by Cecil Rambo and those flunkies we call the city attorney, the mayor, the city manager, and anybody else that's got something to do with it. All right? See y'all in court. Plain and simple. That's all that's going to happen. But I called it. I don't mean to gloat on stuff, but I called it. Okay. And now everybody in their mama, in their world, and so forth, are trying to figure out what the freak to do here. All right. So let's get on with a little thing I like to start showing with. Like, what the hell happened to my house? I got the Godzilla going on right now. Also, Ktng is also sponsored in part by grant made by the Robert Williams Johnson Foundation. Thank you very much, guys. Let me get some stuff on out here of what happened over my weekend. So on my weekend, needless to say, it was Easter weekend, and yours truly was supposed to go to church and let's see, do the church thing. I Rasta, we don't be celebrating that. Don't be celebrating pork. Hell no. If you eat pork on Sunday, you are nothing but a slave, non-cipher. All right? Yeah. Wash your hands before you touch me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the pork cookie. I don't do the pork cookie crap, man, because if fish is brain food, pork is idiot food, and any idiot can make and cook pork. Anybody, anyone. Yes, and if old girl's making pork, guess what? She's an idiot. Plain and simple. I don't mess with the crap. I don't, never have, never will. People have tried their damnedest to get me to eat pork, and then try to make me look like a hypocrite for mistakenly eating it when they didn't tell me crap. All right. So here's the bottom line, people. No, I don't eat it. Won't eat it. Don't care for it. Just like that. And I don't care how much you try to put it in my face. It's not gonna fucking work. All right. I don't care. Now, because this is Diablo Monday, let's get on with the rest of this world news. Okay. Let's go on into, say, like, you know, the real what's going on in some of our neighborhoods. Well, it was confirmed to me yesterday from a very viable and reliable source that Lamar Park is coming around. Phrasing, okay. Alrighty. So there's been discussion about Lamar Park actually getting their shit together and everything, and obviously that seems to be the characteristics. But the daytime hours and so forth are just primarily viewed as this construction. You know, your nutnicks hanging out. You know, your bums around a liquor store, all talking about all the fantastic stories of the hood and everything like that. And kids going back and forth, ladies doing the shopping and da-da-da-da-da. But the nightlife is anything but Lamar Park. As a matter of fact, it's a shadow from both San Francisco and West Hollywood. Yes, it is on the DL like it ain't. Okay? Now, of course, we know that Atlanta is a DL spot, okay, for black homosexuality. However, Lamar Park is starting to become that same thing at night. There's all kinds of homeless people there, yes, but they're homeless homosexuals. Didn't get much help in these days, but needless to say, the only way these guys are getting paid, okay, and it's male prostitution that's going on there, all right, is that you got the rich and affluent that live in the hills above Lamar Park and come down and get them. And take them back over to their house. Or go take them to a hotel somewhere, drop them off there, leave them there, and they drive on about their business. Thinking that the prostitute would never ever take down a license plate number or say anything at all. But if you're wondering why there are a lot more people, a lot more guys hanging out in front of stores with their pants sagging and everything, is that, needless to say, they want to be picked up as well too. Okay, it's not a gang affiliation anymore, it is suspect. And in prison, that means you're ready for the old cornholio. Yeah, keep sagging. Okay, what the heck? Get him, Percival. Get him. Get that roach. Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, so that's what's happening in Lamar Park. Now, obviously, they're going to have to clean that up or something. But, yeah, best believe, people, best believe. Lamar Park at night, he's all right if you're a guy, a homeless guy, and some rich guy from down the hill comes down and picks you up. Yeah, very liberal, I might say. Speaking of liberal, I had a chance to go through I think this was last month's or last week's. They have this paper called the Los Angeles Wave, and on the front of it, I don't know if you guys can see this on YouTube and Facebook and everything. These are like the candidates and everything of like who's actually running. Now, as you know, Asia Brown came in, she beat everybody, da-da-da-da-da. Says she's taking like, you know, took over like, 90% of the debt is like gone, 90 streets require repairs, and 20,000 potholes, and this, that, and everything else. I mean, she's been nothing more than a puppet mayor since she got here. And the sad fact about it is somebody's ringing my other phone, but I ain't trying to answer it. The sad fact about it, people, I don't care if y'all can sit there and say, oh, she's pretty this, she's pretty that. Oh, no. The same people who drafted up Measure P are the same people who got her into politics in the first place. All right, so she's going to get a kickback on the property taxes and everything that are on Measure P, because if you're a drafter or a draftee, guess what? And you're a supporter of that drafter or draftee, more money, more problems. But it'll all come out. I mean, come on. Corruption in Compton is nothing. It's nothing in Compton, all right? And I don't know where people get off or have the audacity to say it does not exist, okay? Because there's contradiction in the way, and I will prove it, all right? Check this out. Now, basically, there are challengers in Compton's mayor race, which is going to be happening on the 18th, the very last day for turning in your taxes. You see how convenient that is, people? You gotta fight for your taxes and then go vote. I don't think these idiots out here got the concept of timing. All right? You know April 15th fell on a weekend, so you get 2 days behind that, right? The 16th and the 17th. 18th is the last day to turn in your taxes. How many people are going to be like bum rushing to get their taxes done and then go vote? Whoa! Spoiler alert, 23%. So while that 23% is still out there putting their taxes together, this is what you got. All right. So it is now whittled down to Lynn Rogers Boone, Omar Bradley, Asia Brown, Ernest Scooby Green, which I can attest to saying that. I don't know, man. Oh boy, I tell you. He looked like he need help. He looks a little special. And Jim Hayes and Brian O'Parker. Yes. Now, I'm not going to do this facetiously. I'm just going to basically call it for what it is. All right. So here you got. Okay. All these people up here. Omar Bradley, which needless to say had his conviction overturned. What next? I mean, come on. Eric Perry got away with so much murder. He was like, deucing people left and freaking right. And for the immaculacy of it, the immaculate proficiency of it, he stayed for 3 damn terms. Obviously, the people like being screwed. You do. You really freaking do, man. Come on. When y'all gonna wake up, dude? When y'all gonna wake up? All right. So let's look at this. Let's look at this arrangement here. All right. Says, okay, these are the people who have, let's see, where is it? It says people who have like agendas for everything. I'm gonna read you guys some of these damn agendas here. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's start with Team Bradley here. He wants to repair streets for potholes, trim trees, repair sidewalks, reduce crime, and improve city services. That's wonderful. In other words, he wants to clean up what's already wrong with the inside of downtown Compton as it is now. Okay? He says he wants to repair streets, fill potholes, trim trees, repair sidewalks, reduce crime, and improve city services. Generically as that sounds and so forth, that's what every candidate puts on their agenda list of things to do. Okay? Now, when we get to let's see, what's that? Hayes, local businessman, grew up in Compton, on the city planning commission, former president of the Rotary Club, wants to create jobs and bring new businesses to the city. Part of the planning commission is to do what, people? To plan how they can regentrify your neighborhood. If they're bringing in new businesses that are hiring people, guess what? You need skills for those businesses. However, a petulant slave of pay, which is going to happen by way of what we call a default inflation. Now let me explain default inflation to you so this way you can understand what the hell is going on. And that's why I say 2018 is not going to be that year where you people are going to say, oh my God, we got a raise and things are going to be happy. No. 2 years prior to the 2018 ruling that says that minimum wage is going to go up to 15 to 18 bucks an hour, you have to realize that everything else subsequently from there is going to go up. There is no cost of living adjustment on SSI. Sorry, people, it'll never freaking happen. All right? Never. Not on the cheeseburger administration, so get it right. Second, okay, is the fact that everything else is going up. We have more special elections this year coming than per se the next year. And the reason being is because all of these are economic-based growth factors that said that they're going to push more on your inconveniences or your conveniences of death, which are alcohol and cigarettes. Of course they're going to jack those up because people buy them in bulk. And where else can you make money in Los Angeles without a liquor store? Beats the hell out of me, especially when you take cultivation out of the premise. And now the cultivators of marijuana basically have to deal with more taxes. Things are going up, people. Average rent for a one-bedroom studio apartment in Los Angeles is close to $1,500 to $1,800. And in some places near Skid Row, $2,000 a month. Go figure. You got the millennials out here buying this, that, and everything else, and some of them fool enough to buy cribs in the hood. For real. I've never seen a white family live up on 53rd and Crenshaw. But yes, it's happening, people. Slowly but surely, they're integrating into our neighborhoods. You know, right? And you know what's happening? Is we're letting it happen. Because of guys like Hayes who wants to bring in new businesses. Like Brickyard, that's been sitting there for 5 years. Wow. I'm pretty sure that, steady business, I'm pretty sure that business is going well. Because there's nobody in the damn building. Hasn't been for the last 5 years. You guys sitting there like a bubble of log. Beautiful. I call that intelligence, people. High degree. Okay, and Green, Scooby Green, okay, mind you. There's a little local businessman who grew up in the city. He wants to unify the city and, quote-unquote, eliminate the stigmas and exaggerations that have held the city back for decades. Okay, so why would... Okay, and why would exaggerations be on your lips to say anyway, homeboy? There's no exaggeration that Compton doesn't have a very good history with its city management. There's no exaggeration that the school board had a sexual predator named Sky Fisher doing time in prison right about now. There is no exaggeration of Salvador Galvan running off with $3.7 million in taxpayers' money and the city's funds ever since May of 2010 to December of last year. There are no exaggerations that Ombudsman Gilroy, along with Mr. Holyfield, are racist against Latinos. Yet they seek to use Latinos to their own benefit and their own chadre, as they would call it. It is no exaggeration, okay, that the mayor wears a weave. There is no exaggeration, okay, that Craig Cromwell has got to be the most dumbest city attorney I've ever seen in my life, who basically sits more behind books than he does have a social life at all. It is no exaggeration that Carlos Acevedo is an asshole. There is no exaggeration. Exaggeration, Scooby. Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you from, dude? Come on. Where the hell are you from? There's no exaggeration that some pimp held a whole freaking block out here for months on years on end, and the police didn't do anything about it. There's no exaggeration, okay, that you have a bunch of idiots out here who call themselves gang members, who are basically, getting paid by the city underneath the table. There's no exaggeration that Father Francisco, aka Father 50/50, and your community park representative, Marvin Hunt, skimmed $3,000 from senior citizens. It is no exaggeration, Scooby. Okay, I don't know where you got all this subterfuge and like, oh, it's hearsay, it's blah blah blah. It's like, come on, homeboy, what are you throwing up smoke and mirrors before you even get in the seat? You ain't got a seat yet, and already you're throwing up garbage. This is what the way Prince is just nepotistic garbage. That's not a newspaper reporting, people. That's not even community report. Where's your investigative premise on this article? It is nothing. You didn't dig deep enough. You just got surface crap, lady. Man, who the hell wrote this? I want to find out who they is. Okay, staff report. Staff report. That's how y'all do it. Staff report. So nobody takes the blame for the idiocy that's written in this paper? Wow. Wow. Okay. So basically, Wrong has already had its turn, he said in his ballot statement. Boone and Parker did not issue ballot statement. There's a reason why Ms. Boone and Mr. Parker did not issue any statements, because they hadn't. Ms. Boone, as we all know, from way back in the 60s and the 70s, was pretty much the town hoe. Parker, opportunist delight, but no clear accuracy on any of his public policies whatsoever. I mean, come on. Everybody's got the biggest discrepancy in this city right now, which are potholes, which does not take 35 years to develop. No, potholes develop when you're using crappy material. And you don't raise these streets every 10 to 15 years. Every 10 to 15 years, you should be able to raise the streets and repave them. Simple. Very simple. But it's not in the budget. Of course it's not in the budget, especially when you got a cast of idiots, basically women, who are robbing the freaking treasury. Jana Zarita. It is no exaggeration that she took $100 grand of the city's money and used the program to buy a house for $12 grand of her own money. It is no exaggeration that the city itself does not have any of its elected district council people available when all of the secretaries are basically running the shop. Or everything goes to their email, and they sit at home and they read their emails. Okay, and they only show up when they have to. Okay, they get no more than part-time pay, yet still they lavish in the egocentric part of politics, of saying, this is my title, I am roaring my way through everybody. I don't care what you say. I think it's a bad policy, this, that, and anything else. And to me, it's more or less like watching the devil run the freaking church. Straight up. Very cliquish indeed. But the worst part about this cliquishness is that it isolates. It also shows that not only are the oppressed becoming the oppressors, but it also shows that the oppressed have now become the oppressors and have now become stigmatized racists who has seen nothing better than to exploit people for their own means. And if they're going to exploit people for their own means, why are you exploiting the Latino community? Why? Mayor Asia Brown, who decided to give the Latino Chamber of Commerce a unsigned or unspoken of resolution to our demise here, which by next Monday, people, I may be here. Okay? Which is the reason why I keep telling people, we need donations. We need donations badly. Okay? But for some strange reason, no one's clicking, no one's chipping. Alright, so I tell you what. When I get a grant and so forth, and I build a bigger building and everything, do not donate anything, please. I will laugh at you. Sardonically, I will laugh at you. Okay? Because obviously, the ground floor is something you're not interested in. You're only interested in what you can get at the top. And if you're only interested in getting at the top, you didn't want to work at the bottom, trust me, you are Diogenes lazy. And I can smell you a mile away. I'm from Brooklyn. What do you expect me to do? All right? I can't be like Cheeseburger, no. But I got a cheeseburger state of mind. I'll keep it on lockdown quick. Keep it on lockdown quick. Watch. There you go. Oh, I've exceeded my data usage as usual. Beautiful. So therefore, you have candidates who have statements, candidates who don't have statements. But I want to talk about the nepotism that happens within the city itself. Okay? And I'll get to some international issues in a moment. But here is where it lies. The Latino community, which refuses to stand up against nepotism, racism, bigotry, hatred, and everything else, are only satisfied on three things. I have my house, I have my job, my kids are going to school, I ain't got to do crap. I don't have to pay attention to it. Let them sort it out. So in other words, when you guys come to City Hall and cry there's no representation, I can tell you why there's no representation for the Latino community. Simple. You guys won't. You guys don't unite for a common cause. You don't. Unite for individual cause. Yes, you do. You will unite for your own specific cause. Me and my familia. Screw that. Your familia is your community, your neighborhood, your district, the people that you see in church, the people that you meet in the market, the people that you do your laundry with. You mean to tell me can't none of y'all get together and say, okay, well, we need representation. How come we ain't got representation? How come there's no meetings? How come there's no you know, how come you, as a unit, you're in your group, you are not suing the city for the right of legal representation on district council for the Latinos? Huh? Instead, you put a doggone idiot, SpongeBob Galvan, Isaac, okay? The little short fat fuck that sits up there and, you know, looks like he's got a high type and everything. He's from Philippines, people. He can't speak a lick of Spanish whatsoever. Why do you think his brothers got beat up and shot in East LA? Near Whitefish, of all places. Okay? Oh, our family's been there for years. That's because y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all assimilated so quickly out there. This is how you know he's a politician. Boy was sitting there for all his life, growing up in East LA. Okay? And then faked it when he got into school and said his English was a little bit better than most of the other kids and so forth. So that, because you spoke well, got you higher grades in class, and, you know, you got you your wife and your kids and da-da-da-da. Then, here's some men. You go all the way to Torrance, you go all the way to Carson, get your butt kicked out, okay, of the political structure here, and then you come here as an outsider, talking this, that, and everything else, while you're trying to make a run for the Senate as well. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest with you, SpongeBob. Look, bro. You get to DC, you will get ate up. You're a punk, man. You don't know nothing about conservatives in the political realm. Nothing. And you think you're gonna go there, get all the freaking money like what is it, Mike Gibson? You get the prestige and so forth. You get the accolades and everything, and don't do nothing for nobody but yourself. That's politician. All right. So here you are, Latinos, second-class citizens in a third-world country. Look at you. And you mean to tell me, this brother who sits up in here in the Latino Chamber of Commerce's office right now is telling you to organize. Yes, I am, because obviously you do not see the implications of a catalyst. Okay, your catalyst began, I'm going to run this back again to you, your catalyst began with George Bush. And when Ronald Reagan was in office, George Bush was in the CIA. That's where your catalyst began. Now that it's riding full steam and so forth. Oh, and by the way, the United States got another seat in the UN. Thank you, Turkey. Anyway, the fact of the matter is this, my Latino brethren. Okay? Stop being a bunch of pendejos and organize. All right? Stop being so freaking lazy. All right? That when it comes to like, okay, we're going to have a meeting here, only 2 or 3 people showed up, and these are the women who basically just say, okay, look, I ain't got no time today. All right? Put down the white man's clothes. Stop picking up his kids. All right? Don't stop trying to overwork yourself to past 7 o'clock, because you know, if you get Latinos before 7 o'clock, which is usually dinner time in the household, 7:30 or so forth, then you got it. Afterwards, what's not, forget it. Everybody's on siesta time, siesta mode at that point, and the novellas go on from that point on. All right? Yes, I know the typical household. All right? It's only the young that come out and say, oh, let's go party, boo, 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 and all that crap. There's nothing to do in the house but sit up and watch stories all day, and TV, and blah, 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 and play video games. I'm going to go outside and commit something. And they do. They commit all kinds of crimes, such as tagging, graffiti, carjacking, hitting somebody over the head with a bottle. Who knows? You know? I mean, that's just the bad elements. Good elements and so forth, they do what they got to do, just to survive around the bad elements. All right? But anytime, people, you sit up and you balk at the fact that you have no representation on city council, it's on you. It is your own diligence to make that happen. Dang it! Truly is. I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example of due diligence. All right. I live in a place called the Crystal Palace. Obviously, the name says it all. I'm practically one, if not one of the few people in there that is straight. Straight edge, bitches. Straight edge. I don't do none of that crap up in there. However, there happens to be these 2 individuals who are not taking part in the human process of growing up and actually, showing themselves as standing up for themselves. They're not. They're willing to lay on the thanks and the kindness of people and burn their bridges before they're crossed them. Okay? Now, my question is this. Is this a typical trait to sit there and double cross your own while supplicating from everybody else? Okay? Fact of the matter is this, Angel and Pebbles, all right? Both of you idiots had all the knowledge in the world to get off your asses and do better. But no, you want to bum money, sleep in the freaking hallway, if not on the roof, and have sex in the bathrooms where people gotta like use these damn things. I don't want to catch herpes or AIDS or anything like that just because you're using the bathroom illicitly. No. Okay? No. It's going to be a long half a month, boy, until they figure out what they got to do. It's going to be a longer month when Bevels ain't got no food stamps. That's what you get for owing money. Anyway, that's what we got, you know, when you don't stand up for your shit and everything, then the shit comes back downhill. Guess what? You're the only one standing in the way because you put it there. Okay? If you put your shit there, trust me, it'll come back to you, especially if it's bad shit. God don't like ugly. Okay? So now these kids are embarrassed because they've got no place to go. No place to be. They're not represented at all. Pretty much like the same thing, the same kind of representation that's there on Compton. Hey, we're at the halfway point, people. You know what this is. This is the KTG Morning Show. That's right. He saves every one of us. Okay, cool. Anyway. Yeah, this is the KTG Morning Show, and then, of course, people say, I gotta show my people this, You know the halfway point here. See, this is what I like to do here, people. I like to show you the things that we got here. And this is why you become a member subscriber. Make sure that you get, you know, your Unity Community Bug. Some member subscribers only pay $20. But for $50, I can give you this on YouTube, which is the cup, the shirt, and the bumper sticker for $50 for being a member subscriber to KTNG's Morning Show, as well as the KTNG 860 AM website and all the nifty things that we try to print on there as much as fast as possible. Yes. Alrighty. But it's cool though. It's cool. Think of it. You got your shirt, you got your mug, you listen to the morning show, you listen to great music from around the world, B-sides, A-sides. Doesn't matter because the FCC can't stop me. And not only that, because I'm non-profit. I am not paying any artists. That's my evil victim. But I break out more hits than anything else. So if you hear something underground that you've never heard before, trust and believe, I got it first. And I still play it. Now, if you some sucker that owe me money, guess what? You got time. You got time. You got time. And as long as I know you, you will always have a debt. That's right. So please, stop with the bullshit, people. Let's see if we can stop with the bullshit and usher in a lengthy time frame of peace here. Because we are in desperate need of peace, people. Come on, y'all just had your non-cypher Easter go on. All right. Now, here's the weirdest thing. The only reason why, here's the reason why I'm calling for peace. You have your Imperial Leader Cheeseburger, who's about to basically start World War III in any event. It doesn't matter how he sees it, but this is what's going on. You see this for yourself. And I asked this question early this morning. Who's going to win the game? Who's going to win the global strategic game? Will it be the United States? Will it be Russia? Or will it be China? You have three powerful armies, three powerful military-based entities, okay? That with the sheer weight of it, Russia could easily, if they wanted to, could easily wipe out the UK. China can easily wipe out the Pacific Rim as well as all of Australia. And the United States and so forth, stretched as they are, can pretty much take on neither one of them. So what if Russia and China basically got together and say, okay, since we're part of the communist Cold War threat, let's join forces and blow these jackasses out of the water and take their land from them? What's to stop them? What's to stop them? What? We got bigger, better guns, but we ain't got brains behind them either. Okay? Not whatsoever. Now, of course, China can flip the script on either side. Now, they can protect, North Korea and condemn South Korea, or they can do both. But they are trying to ride along because if you're an Alibaba investor, you don't want to see your stock go like completely like down in the toilet, now do you? Especially if it's trade involved. We're heading into resource wars and proxy wars again, my friends. And unfortunately, there's no peace in those. You have mercenaries, you have your merchant marines, and you also have, the special ops people, that sort of thing that will keep this from, boiling over into, a crisis for war. But you can smell it in the air. You can see it. Beware the eyes of March, because April takes those changes to heart. Y'all forgot about that end of the digit. Okay? Everything falls in succession, people. It really does. That's all I'm asking. It's like, if we're so bent on getting rid of Islamic terrorists, okay, how is it, and I've said this like years ago, how is it that we have turned a deaf eye to North Korea? Easy. Nobody from the Bush administration wanted it. Nobody from the Obama administration wanted it. Everybody sit there and said, wag their finger and said, naughty. And here's Cheeseburger about to say, okay, go ahead and do this, so we can blast you out of it. Okay? Provocation of war. This is all it takes, people. But here's the reversal of it. The United States will condemn Russia for bombing Syria. Okay? That's bad. And yet Russia will sit there and say some naughty words about China. And China will say naughty words about North Korea. North Korea will say some naughty words about the United States. You see how this goes, people? See how this goes? And if you look on any type of earthquake or volcanic chart and so forth, you see that's where it's really going. Okay? Jeez, come on. I hope I'm talking to some intelligent people here that have to understand that while there is a chance for peace, we are stepping into a major war zone with Cheeseburger at the helm. He's got his fingers are itching. The military's got carte blanche. They got all the funds in the world. He's trying to make more homeless people. He's trying to put more people on this planet that have mental issues, physical maladies, nightmares, complex post-traumatic stress disorders, a whole 9 yards, and then, like the homeless, condemn them. As he condemned every patriotic homeless person that has been ever slept on Skid Row. You do nothing for the poor, yet you condemn them. And we who have to turn another cheek just to get services on a day-to-day basis find this quite appalling. But then again, I don't expect nothing more for the Patriot supporters than the civil hand of racism. Much less what we got going on here in Compton. Alright? Think about it, people. Think about it. You have a racist dictator who says, yes, the wall is going up soon. Okay? He didn't say Mexico was paying for it, but the wall is going up soon. Okay? I've read you guys' reports last week, and I told you, this guy's basically got 10 to 15 different contractors. All of them have great ideals, and only one's going to wind up, a few of them, 6 of them, at best, are going to get those contracts and build that freaking wall. Okay? My advice to everyone, sabotage as much as possible. Delay it. Disturb it. Dig underneath it. Disrupt the sensors. That sort of thing. If you, who are in Mexico, listening to my voice and watching this stream right about now, you have to put Operation Flower in effect. That's what you got to do. You have to get to the border wall. You have to get to where that border is being built at. And you are going to have to align yourself with like-minded Americans who are basically going to say, no, we don't want this wall here. And the best thing y'all can do is disturb it. Disturb it. Hit and run guerrilla tactics, that sort of thing. Okay? Get surprised. Get U.S. people on the U.S. side of it to send you supplies, money, that sort of thing. so you can decrease the chances of the wall being built by next year. Remember, 2018 is the year we improve everything. Right now we work on it very hard. I'm doing both. I'm working hard to prove that you're right and I'm wrong. Second class citizen. Yeah, that's right. Second class citizen. Second class citizen. Second class citizen in a third world country. That's right. In other ingratiating news, as I like to call it, Japan, as much as I love you guys, should not even be bothered with the United States at this particular point. However, North Korea did say that we were going to bomb you eventually at one point or another. And that's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, dude. You know, bad enough y'all had a tsunami. What do you need nuclear bomb? Okay? You tasted two of them from us. A Japanese internment camp. You know, that sort of thing. Prisoners of war. Oh, like those detention centers that they're building now for immigrants, illegal immigrants, illegal aliens, intruders. Why don't we call America what it truly is? Confiscator, thief, rogue, imperialistically devilish. Okay? What the hell is this? Oh yeah. Love picking the bunions off my feet. Speaking of bunion feet. I swear to God. Alright. So here it is, people. We have an option. We have a true option. We have a true option. We have a true option, compound. You know that your time is coming. Your time is coming. Alright? In the later days, in the coming days, and I say this emphatically, in the coming days, there is going to be a vote. It's going to be a serious vote. Okay? And that vote, and I guarantee you, that vote is going to be the cause of many changes here. Who are we going to have for mayor? Who are we going to have for, say, city attorneys? You already have a half-ass city manager who doesn't even know what the heck he's doing, but because he's influenced by those who lie, cheat, steal, and to make crime their number one position. They're being catalysts. They're fuel for the reason why they go and do the crap that they still do today. It's because of your complacency. For real. Everybody said, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to be down for the revolution, yeah. Party and bullshit, you got party and bullshit, you got party and bullshit, you got party. Coming out of your brain and bullshit coming out of your mouth. On the next town hall meeting, city meeting, let's see how many Latinos show up then. Knowing that whoever they voted for are supposed to represent the Latino view. For 8 years, people, for 8 years, what have you got out of all this? What? Bloomberg cornbread, man. It's pretty decent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like eating in the morning, man. I do. I really do. I can't be on Tweet Central every goddamn day. That just doesn't make sense. But cool thing is, I like eating as well. I like living. All right, so enough of me berating our bendejas and bendejos who won't do anything for themselves, won't do anything for the community or the representation of the community. Keep in mind, people, that if you have the wrong people serving you, 9 times out of 10, you are about to get served. As in like Donald Trump, or cheeseburgers I like to call them, you, Comptonites, have the advantage of changing the face of how your district is ran. You cry and you scream. For the last 4 years, you guys have been crying and screaming about the lack of Latino representation. Okay? Does any of those representatives from the district can speak Spanish enough to speak Spanish to you at all? No. All right. The council is English-based, which means only one thing. You have to come in with your own interpreter, right? So here's the thing about it. That's the reason why most of them do not show up for whatever. Okay? Because they feel that they're going to be embarrassed by speaking their own language. No, don't be embarrassed. Speak for what you see. Speak for what you hear. Speak for what you know. If you see something, say something. Especially if it's happening in your neighborhood. What? Everybody's afraid about being a snitch or a community tom or a sellout and blah, blah, blah. You know something? You ain't gonna get nothing in your neighborhood if you don't say anything. Okay? You want representation? Get out there and do the political process. Get a group together of people. And like one person that they're gonna push their agenda to and say, this is who we want to represent us. He knows everything that we know and everything that we want. Okay? That's your solution to a freaking problem. Alright? But until then, do not rest your hopes and faith on one individual who has to do every damn thing. Okay? That's what I hate about stupid people out here. It's like, I want specifically what I asked and why I asked for it. Okay, if you're looking for all that and everything, die and meet Jesus Christ so that way you can meet perfection. All right? Till then, shut up. Roll up your sleeves. Get inside the process of making sure that you do have representation. Because all this whining and crying about garbage, okay, and why you don't have representation means nothing. It means nothing until you can get off your asses and actually petition for in the right way. Okay? Again, let me give you a small plan so this way it'll help you with your freaking day. All right? One, do a survey around in your neighborhood. Find out what their likes and dislikes. Then, add those people to your information base. Your information base, you start an information base around with those people. Hand letters you put. Give them a letter. It's that way they see you. Okay? Second, hold a meeting with these people. Find out what their availabilities are. Hold a meeting with these people. As many as you can. And those who show up, make sure that they get flyers to pass on to the ones that didn't show up. Have a meeting. In that meeting, discuss your plans of power, your plans of liberty, your plans of, how you're going to get your issues acquired. How is this person going to, lobby for your best efforts? Okay? In your best efforts. Or better yet, hairballs. Balls of hair. Hairy balls. Anyway, what you're going to need to do is have somebody that's going to be within your group that can actually represent the cares of your community. Get that person on the ballot. If it has to be by through contributions, yes, do so. Spread the word as fast as possible. Nothing spreads the word faster in a small town than scandal and corruption. Because, we're stupid enough, we want to look at this. Ooh, it's exciting. Ooh. Drama seekers like that wind up dying earlier than most people. They do. Leave it alone, people. Leave it alone. All right? You can drag a horse to water, you can't make him drink. If you can't make him drink, then take out the water and see how fast that son of a bitch get. All right? That's what you do. All right? More than one way to skin an apple in this town. You just need a better tool. Anyway, fact of the matter is this, people. If you're worried about your residency here as an immigrant, if you're worried about stuff that can affect the education of your children, your livelihoods, or anything of that nature, put the representation out there. Okay? Stop trying to build a Trojan horse with nothing in it. All right, you guys have been doing that for the last 2 years. I sat there and watched you fail miserably. Okay, you have to change your tactics. You're gonna have to change. You have to change your overall plan to get things done. All right. I tell you, all you systematically have to do right now and so forth at this point, let the election go by. Okay? Let's see what happens. And let's see what your lack of participation puts as who's going to be mayor. Who's going to be District 1, 2, 3, and 4's representative. Who's going to be, you know, your city council. That sort of thing. And then when you find that you have no Latino representatives in a city that's almost 70% Latino, guess what happens? You guys get slighted. Okay? And because of that political slight, it's also going to permeate towards everybody else. Okay? Father Francisco, where are you? Man took a sabbatical, ain't been back yet since he got, I guess, you know, he's been called out for shaming his Catholic duties. I think a career reassessment is in need. Straight up. Anytime you get up and charge people for selling ice cream in front of your church and you want half their profits, you ain't no Grinch. You a Scrooge, motherfucker. Straight up. There ain't no priest. That ain't no priest. That's a pimp. And besides, he down with putting, convicts, ex-convicts in work service in different places that he supports himself. So, it's kind of interesting. You have no representation at the district level, but you have plenty of thievery and disrespect to the Lord, Jah Rastafari, God Almighty, with all kinds of underhanded garbage that robs from the people. I mean, Father 50-50 stole from people just to have a soccer league, and he was charging his kids and parents $80 a watt when the dang old thing is free. How are you going to charge people $80 a dang on week just so their sons can play soccer when it's out all throughout town? It's free. That is hilarious. But then again, so are the politics in Compton. Hilarious. And I make fun of them all the time because you people don't do nothing to correct the crap. That's why I find this so entertaining. Okay? Here's a freaking mess that involves a cup, a sock, and a marshmallow. All you have to do is clean it up. But do you? No. Instead of getting rid of the sock, the cup, and the marshmallow, know what you do? You keep adding more to it. Keep adding more to that plate until it tips over. Then what happens? Well, it was his fault. Okay. I've seen that one in the Three Stooges long before. Amazing. Totally amazing. Okay, so we're almost out of time here. I don't have any new job announcements, do I? Oh, hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we got a few of them. Hang on. Oh, here we go. And this is after Saturday, April 29th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Echo Multipurpose Center Incorporated at 403 South Santa Fe Avenue at Murr, second building south of the Credit Union, Compton, California 90221. There's going to be a Mid-Cities annual meeting and community day. There will be loads of fun from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., so please get there at the Mid-Cities Credit Union, and you will see exactly what we mean. See? Right here. Let's see, also, May 4th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., LATTC is holding a Job and Resource Career Expo at the South Campus Quad, 400 West Washington Boulevard, Los Angeles, California 90015. For more information, call 213-763-7124. Again, it's 213-763-7124. And you may have to, register with them in order to actually get in there. But, you know, it's pretty much to reserve your spot. Okay. And, let's see, also, this weekend, this Saturday, I will be in Lakewood at the oh my goodness. I will be at the, okay. Never mind. I will be at the VYCC, I think that's what it is. I think it was. Well, it's for veterans and youth, at-risk youth. And it'll be a hiring freeze, and I will be offering volunteer positions for programmers who can actually program their own shows. What they come up with titles, and we will work with them from the beginnings of the apprenticeship program all the way to programming. And if you got 8 weeks, of your time, all you got to do is show up. That's all I'm asking for, showing up. And if you can show up on a Friday, that's a good thing. Because that's when the classes are going to be held on Fridays. Ha ha ha! Or Saturday, one or the other, if we can get a weekend somewhere. But it's going to be cool. And those are the announcements that I have. Now let's get to my favorite part, which is say good morning to everybody that's up and running around here. All right. So Walter Jenkins, good morning. Prince, my man Prince Malloy, good morning. Tom Bacon, my brother from another morning, good morning. Dominique Monroe, good morning. The Voice, good morning. Lorenzo, good morning. Ricky Woods, good morning. Wayne, Hard Boy Money, good morning. You're the very mine, true love, true life. Good morning. Christelle Devlin, Daniel Rodriguez, Kevin Crutcher, and Danny Malone. My man Denny from way back when, my Navy buddy Denny. Yay! How you doing? You must call in at one particular point or another so I can get an interview of you. See what kind of craziness you have going on right now. How's telefun? Crazy, ain't it? Anyway, let's see. Oh, and we do got to say good morning to our usual cast and crew. Jay Kwan, record digger, good morning. Paul Martin, good morning. My twin brother from another mother. That's right. When we eat bakes and when we eat, eggs and toast, we like to keep it smothered in butter, that sort of thing. But that's my man. That's my boy right there. Grew up with this cat. All right. Trailer park trash. That's what we were, kid. Crash. All right. Anyway, let's see. Ooh, who else? Let's see. Everybody in the family: Glenn, Jaquana, Gina, Glennis. Let's see. Kamala, Gregory, Anthony. Good morning. Keita, good morning. Around the world, let's go. Let's see. In Japan, please, people, do not side with the United States and go on to war. We can find a peaceful way to end this thing. We should be able to do so. But until then, the hard head makes us all back, and guess who's back? About to get soft here. Domo in Japan. Juan Garcia, now's the time for you to come home, homeboy. Okay. Now's the time for you to come home. They pulling up battleships and shit, dude. Bring your ass back here. All right. Also, good morning to my friend Ben Benzema in Uganda. Good morning to my people up in Nairobi, Nigeria, South Africa, Ecuador, also Ethiopia, where the gateways between heaven and hell exist. That's right. They'll all come down, crash down Babylon. Free Rhodesia. Rwanda. Let's see, all my people in Tajikistan. Yes, Tajikistan. I still remember you. Yes, my people in the UK and the European Union. I guess that's what they call it. In Devonshire. That sort of thing. Heidi, Wayne, and Madam Cat. That's right. Wayne Hamlin, the Hamlins, and Cat Hamlin. Good morning. Let's see. Also, my dear friends in Sao Paulo, Brazil, good morning. Puerto Rico, good morning. Pyro McCullough, good morning. Let's see, who else is showing up? All those Johnny, I know you guys are hanging out. Good grief, it's supposed to be a freaking holiday or something. Deborah Coco, good morning, my love. All right. Let's see. La. thing is so sticky here. Sticky wiki. El Shabaka Kibala, good morning. Good morning, my starring brother. Oh my God. Let's see. Also, Asafa Ryder, good morning. How you doing? Ja Elite, good morning. Tina Hightower, good morning. You crazy looking woman. Let's see. Let's see. Belzar, Pop Shenanigans, good morning. And most importantly, let's see. Jose de Jesus, good morning. Let's see. Renya Rivera, good morning. Benita Tigers, Bernitas, good morning. I may have butchered your name there pretty much because I'm high right now. Nina Anderson, good morning. Nina Anderson, good morning. Frank Diaz, good morning. And also, Gloria Anderson, good morning. Those are my good mornings for today, people. I hope everybody's going to have a safe and wonderful day, but most importantly, Dulce Arrosto, good morning. Dulce Melody, good morning. But most importantly, I want to thank everybody for, tripping through here. Stay tuned next for more programming as we venture out of this entire existence. So therefore, needless to say, the show's already on, and I got to be gone. So love, peace, and chicken grease, people, and remember, never let anybody take your shine. That is all what's on your mind. Stay right, stay positive, win the day. All right, I'm out.